Speaking of horror, did you ever experience feral entity or supernatural thing?
Speaking of horror, I don't know if like this is something to share though. That's the thing. Like if you're asking about, I guess, supernatural experiences, I guess there are some things that do pop into mind. So one time, I think this was my sophomore summer of high school. My friends and I thought it would be fun to, try something scary. That scary thing being trespassing. No, that scary thing being a Ouija board. Ouija boards are like a little taboo in a lot of cultures as well, just messing with that type of stuff. Not exactly, I guess, the greatest idea. I am gonna say, like, we weren't believers, but looking back on it, it probably wasn't the greatest idea to just mess with those type of things. Even if you're not a believer, I would just say, probably don't mess with stuff like that. Stuff that you don't fully understand, probably don't mess with it. We were bored, it was summer, wanted something to do, so we went and we purchased a Ouija board. We looked around and didn't see anything, so we asked the guy at the counter, like, hey, like online it says there's like a Ouija board here. Do you guys, perhaps have one of these in stock? And the dude said, let me check. And he went to the back, came back out and brought out a Ouija board. And he told us, yeah, actually, we only have one left, but this one was returned to us yesterday. So you guys are like really lucky because the owners, they brought this one back. And we were like, okay, yeah, cool. Like, that's amazing luck. Looking back on it now, like, why did they bring it back? Why would the owners return this board? We ended up driving to like a hill, somewhere where like there's just not a lot of people. By the time we met up, it was probably like dusk. Sun was setting and we found like a little picnic bench nearby, like at the trailhead. Sun's starting to go down, so like not a lot of people are out the trail. This is like pretty remote, deserted area, but we thought, yeah, this is a good place. We should be able to just use this, see what's going on, have some fun, right? So if you don't know how a Ouija board works, you're supposed to like each put a finger on it and then you ask a question. If something is there, the glass that you all put your hands on will like move and spell out letters to, give you guys a response. So what we did was we each had a hand on it, or not a hand, had a finger on it, and didn't really know what to ask at first, to be honest, because, what are you supposed to ask here? I remember we asked, like, is anyone there? And obviously nothing happened because it's a Ouija board from like Zoomies or something like that, right? So we're just like goofing around, asking questions. Nothing's like going on. Board's not moving. My friend like moved it once, but like we all felt it was him. So we were like, okay, dude. We started asking more questions. We were like, where are you? I remember this was the specific question. It was, where are you? And the thing started moving and I was like, okay, knock it off. Like, who the heck is moving this? But none of us were like actually moving it, because I remember we all had our fingers like tapping it. So that way we would know like if someone was like specifically like pulling it. But the thing started moving and it went to yes, which was like, what? That doesn't make sense. What does yes mean? We were like, okay, kind of skeptical at first, as you can probably deduce from my tone. Not really a believer. So we asked more questions, and one of the things we asked was, when did you die? Looking back, probably a pretty insensitive question to ask. I don't remember the specific date, but it was like 1980 something is like the thing we got, like literally spelled out 198, I think it was 1984. At that point, I still thought someone was like pulling our leg. Like one of my friends are probably moving it, but I look around and the atmosphere has completely changed. Like none of my friends are smiling. We're all like, who is doing this? It's gotta be like one of you guys, right? So we're like pretty freaked out in our shoes, but that's not even it, because you wanna know the scariest part? So we asked like, when did you die? Where are you? And then one of my friends asked, who killed you? The thing went over to P, and then it went down to A. And then slowly, like it went back to P again, and we were like, pap, pap, pap. And the thing spelled out Papa, like Papa. And after that, like we just left because we were like, this is too freaky. Like, what does this mean? And after thinking about it, like, I think it started to make sense because it was probably telling us to pop a pair of these nuts in your mouth.